So now my hair color has changed into rose gold on its own. Since I got my hair colored into wine recently, and wine color washes off really quickly, it's a high maintenance color. So underneath that there was blonde, that is why the wine has washed off and it has changed into rose gold. But nevertheless, I am liking it. Since as long as you have hair on your head, you should always be grateful. Hi everyone, welcome to my diaries 28. Actually, I'm just showing off this new style, kind of trying to be a millennial. Anyways, hi everyone, welcome to my diaries 28. This is Dr. Neeti. I hope you guys are doing fine. So during that my jewelry collection video, I asked you guys whether you want to hear about my hair color story, and someone commented that definitely they would like to hear the story. Anyways, even if I've got 0 comments, I would have definitely done this video because our topics. Anyways, jokes apart, I really wanted to share this story because there are so many people like me, so many girls like me who experiment with their hair colors. Not only girls but guys also. So I really wanted to share my hair transformation story, and if you really are interested in knowing that, then you keep on watching. Anyways, I'm hell bent in getting bald because I do so much of experiments with my hair, and I'm grateful to God that I still have hair on my head. There are many youngsters who want to color their hair, not because they need it of course, but because they just want to follow some celebrity or someone they know. So I would highly suggest you guys to stay away from hair color, especially spare your roots, because that is where the damage is done. So I would highly suggest you guys to if you are just copying someone and to try to be hip and all, just stay away from hair color, because your personality can be cool without coloring your hair if you haven't done it once and you do not want to do it, just want to copy someone. But if you think that hair coloring can actually enhance your personality and make you look like better, just like me, it's my thought that if I color my hair, I look completely different, and I like coloring my hair because I've been doing it since like longer period of time. But if you are someone who think like me and who think that hair color can actually enhance their personality, then go ahead, do that, but spare your roots, because that is where the maximum damage can be done, since hair is a dead part. So your roots should be spared where your hair follicles are. And one more thing, that hair coloring is actually not safe as long as bleach is used. So bleach actually takes out all the pigmentation of your hair and deposit a new one. So it's actually damaging. And my hair were already like straight, and they were like they used to have a lot more volume, which has actually become quite less. So I do not have that much volume in my hair just because of hair coloring. So their damage, there are negative parts, and it's damaging. But if you feel like being that it can actually enhance your personality and it's your choice, then go ahead. And I would highly suggest you guys to, if you're doing it for the first time, do not get your hair colored globally, that is like full head, which I have done before, and it will actually make you look like a clown suddenly, because you were used to looking at your face like in a different hair color, and suddenly your whole head is like some completely different hair color. So if you are like a beginner, then you should always start with streaks, or like one streak or like multiple streaks, and then you should in later on can go for like global hair color. That is what my suggestion is. So ho gaya aaj ka gyan, enough of my teaching you guys, my preaching and things like that. Let us move on to my hair coloring story. So I will insert pictures as well, that how many times I've colored my hair. So starting off in 2005, when I was in my college, I colored my hair because that time very few people were there in my college who used to like color their hair. So in 2005, when I was like in my college first year, I wanted to experiment with my hair color, and I wanted to be something different, because first time you're entering college and be different and all. And I was into a medical college, and in first year doing changing your hair color is like a big daring part on my side, because it's not advisable, because since you're becoming a medical student, you're becoming a doctor, so you have to be more sober. which is right in a way, but I wanted to like experiment. I said hair coloring se kya hota hai, because you know, if you are good into your studies and if you are like attending classes and being really nice with your work, then nobody will think about your hair color. And at that time Garnier streaks used to come, where you know you can do your streaks at home. That was the most, you know, attracting part of that ad, that you can do that at your home. So I do not have to go to a parlor nearby or salon. You know, I just have to take that product and, you know, apply it on my hair at home. So that attracted me, and you know what I did was, I was not a professional, so what I did was a disaster. I tried it for the first time. You know, I took like 1 to 2 strands, and you know, I just did that whatever that packet told me to do. I'll insert the packet over there. So because I didn't know how to do that, there was like abrupt streaks on my hair, and that too like not blonde but that weird golden, because I've never colored my hair. My natural color of my hair is like dark brown to blackish. So you know, my hair were never jet black, but they were like dark brownish shade, but weird color of golden hair in there, you know, because I've done it at my home. It was like quite weird, but look at my guts. I managed to carry that off. You know, I was not like shocked. I was mad. I was not shocked that, you know, what I've done, but I said to ho gaya. So I used to attend my classes with that hair color. So that was my first stint with this hair coloring thing. Now moving on to, then after that I never colored my hair. I was like got busy with studies and all, and then in like 2010 I again experimented with my hair color, and this time I went to a parlor and I told them that I need 1 blonde streak on my hair. At that time there was this fashion that the hair portion, like the scalp portion of, or the crown portion of your head should be black, and you know, the lower part of your ponytail or hair should be blonde. So that was that kind of fashion that used to be at that time. So I said that I want to try this on, but I do not want my you know, the completely lower 2/3 of my hair to be blonde. I want only 1 thick streak to be blonde. So that was again another disaster, because can you beat that? My whole head is like dark brown, my natural hair color, and there is one, you know, stupid and distracting and ugly blonde streak of my blonde streak on my hair. So like, I'll show you this much, like it was this much broad, not 1 streak or 2 streak, it was like around 10 streaks together. So it was this much blonde. So it used to look no comments. So I was so I've got it done, and you know, when I came back to my home, everybody was like, what have you done? Are you mad? It is not looking nice. So that parlor wali like convinced me, that salon wali, and actually it was like at that time a very luxurious salon, and she was like, oh my god, you're looking so nice, you know, it's that, this and that, you'll be looking like so attractive and this and that. I was a fool. Instead of finding happiness inside me, what I used to do was, I used to like be happy in finding doing external things like coloring my hair, and you know, doing piercing, which is by the way another story, because I have got my ear pierced once, and you know, it is also a story. So I got it pierced over here. It is now closed because it was also another disaster. So I never attempted, you know, getting it pierced again, because I somehow these days I do not like piercing, ear piercings and all, because I think they are so old fashioned. I mean, to each its own. I used to have piercing over here, and you know, I've got it closed because I had to, because you know, it was like turning into a keloid. So anyways, that's another story. But if you want me to do that story, I would love to do that as well. Now moving on to this blonde patch that I got it on my hair. You know, when I came back to my home, everybody was like shocked, what have you done and all. And you know, the next moment what I did was, I just packed my purse and all, and I went to the nearby market and got that black dye, that plain black dye that used to come, and you know, dyed my hair at home, dyed that blonde patch at home, and went to college next day like nothing happened. It was waste of time, waste of money, and it was you know, chemically destructive to my hair, that I got it like a blonde patch. So that was another thing. Then in 2011, I experimented with my hair coloring at home. I got that Garnier Reds. I'll insert the box or the picture over here. So I got that Garnier Intense Reds. So it was a color similar to this. So I got like got it like I did it globally at home, and trust me, that was like really nice because it was really suiting me, and there was no patches because I was like hell bent that this time I will manage to do that, and with gloves and all, and I never, and because globally doing color globally at home is much more easier than doing streaks, because globally there should not be left, no patch should be left, and it is easy to do because you are doing your whole hair, so you have to cover your whole hair with hair color, which is like much easier than doing a streak here and there, which you have to be really meticulous with that, with the streaks. So doing your hair color globally is much more easier. So it was like easy that I do not have to leave a single patch, and I have to do it globally. It was really easy. So and yes, it was like done globally, and everybody, I was everybody asked me, and I was like in my last year of that college where you're like you're an intern, and you like doing experiments, and internship is like you can experiment with things you want because you're done with your studies anyways. Anyhow, doctors are never done with their study, but it was like time you can take a time and relax and all. So I've got it done, and that was like turned out luckily to be beautiful, and and I realized that doing hair color globally at home is much more easier. And that intense red was visible on my dark hair as well, so it was like a really nice product, and I would like insert a picture over there and insert the picture of what I did as well and how I looked at that time. After 2011, I never colored my hair and all, and I went on like that. So not many people know that I always used to be loyal to red family of colors only. People believe that people think that I've got this red only for the first time, but it is not like that. I've been always a loyalist to red color. I've always colored my hair red at home because it is easy done, and red actually show on it is visible on your dark brown hair, because blondes can never be that much visible on your dark hair. You need bleach for the color to show up, but red is like entirely different, but it used to like wash off really quickly. So after 2011, now moving on to 2016. So in between 2011 and 2016, I've been like on and off with red and all at home only, and I've never retouched or touched my hair. So now moving on to 2014 or 15, I exactly don't remember, I tried doing L'Oreal ashy brown or golden brown at home, thinking that it will show on my hair, but actually my hair was like usual because my hair was like dark brown. So blonde family never show on dark brown hair color. So it was like hit and miss. It was like you can never. Nobody told me that you've colored your hair. Nobody noticed. So it was like the same color. Now moving on to the year which is the benchmark from where I have experimented like crazily with my hair color. So in 2016. November, I got this Garnier, honey blonde. I'll insert the picture of the dye. I don't remember if it was Garnier or L'Oreal. I got that hair dye at home. I suppose it was Garnier. So I thought that this time that dye had bleach in its ingredients. So I thought, let me try this, because it was ensured on the dye results that your hair will be colored blonde even if you have like dark brown hair color. So I thought that let me experiment. So again, I stupidly or foolishly experimented with streaks, and I started doing streaks. So from then my hair completely changed, and so has my hair color. So it was the biggest disaster of my life. My hair was like blonde in patches, like this patch, not in streak, like this patch, this patch, this patch, and I was looking like a complete Buddha, which is not wrong, but in a like stupid and funny way. I was looking like someone who has like some joke has been played on me, or I am playing joke on people who are looking at me. So it was like the disaster of my life. After doing that, next day I still remember I was wearing this scarf every time, and I was like working at some workplace, and they were like, why are you wearing scarf? I told them because it's like winters are coming, that is why and all. And I still remember I used to hide that hair color behind hairbands, beneath hairbands and all. So I had to go to parlor to just get that correction done because it was like a disaster. So I went to a nearby, I still remember there was a nearby salon from the place where I used to work, like walking distance. Immediately after my workplace, I went to that salon. I said, just correct it, just do something on it because it's a disaster. So that hairstylist told me that it's better. Only two things can be done. Either we correct it and put like black dye or dark brown dye and remove this pigmentation at all. Otherwise, if you want to get the blonde done, that is why you have colored your hair like that, then we can move on to the blonde. And I was like, I'm out of my college and I've never experimented and all with the blonde. And people have always discouraged me not to get blonde done because they used to say that, yeah, we agree that you're fair and all, but blonde is for like foreigners only because they have this blue eyes and things like that. It will suit them more. It's not for Indians and all. But trust me, no color is exceptional. Every color can suit you. It depends on the hairstylist and onto the place where you're going, because a good hairstylist know how to make your hair color work. So I completely disagree with what these people say, that blonde cannot suit on, blonde is not good on Indian skin tone and all. If you go to a correct hairstylist and correct salon, trust me, it's not a single color is there which will not suit you. So even if you're like with this dark complexion, trust me, because there are different shade of blondes, not if one shade does not suit you, you can go to a darker shade or thing like that. Otherwise, I would suggest to stay away from blonde because it has damaged my hair. Now moving on to the back to that place that where I went in 2016. So they said there are only two alternatives. Either you get your hair colored black or you can go to like blonde. So I was like this experimental child always. I told that hairstylist to get I want to get a complete blonde, because I used to always never believe in what people say, and I always want to do things that do things that I've always been refused. So they were like, no, you can't get it done. So I was like, अच्छा बेटा ये मना किया, अब तो मैं यही कराऊंगी. So I got the blonde done, and I will insert the picture over here. So it was like platinum blonde first. Like globally, it got like platinum blonde. And here was stylist was like, okay, cool, it will be like different and all. And when I reached my home, because this takes a lot. Blonde is like a disaster hair color for your hair, because it takes a lot of bleach and all. So I got it done like by 9 in the night, and in the night you don't actually get to see exact color. It's fact. So the next morning I actually saw the color and I was like, oh my god, I'm looking quite ajeeb. What he has done. I can't move around. I can't go to my workplace like that. My people will be shocked. My co-workers will be shocked. My patients will be shocked. What is this? So again, that scarf thing went on, and at my workplace they were quite used to they become used to the fact that this is the girl with the hairband. So this time I wore a scarf like that and all, and I told them the story that I've got it like blonde and I've shown the color to them, and they were like, no, it's looking okay and all. But it was like quite shocking because it was like platinum blonde. So again I went to the hairstylist after my work hours, and I told him that no, it is not suiting me, what have you done and all. So he darkened it up a bit, and after that I'll insert the picture over here now. So after that it was like quite okay, and I was like, again, first time when you get the blonde done, it's like a shock to your eyes and to people who know you, because they've never seen you in that hair color. You are also used to your face with like black hair and all, or dark brown hair and all. So it was like quite but people got used to it, and I was looking really nice this time. So that time in 2016 I experimented with the blonde, and then it suited me so well. Then from then onwards to 2019 I've always been loyalist, or I've always been stuck to the blonde family. So first earlier I used to get like dark brown, and this during this May I again got into like platinum blonde this time, and I will insert the picture over here. So pictures are actually I'll keep on posting pictures in this space. So So in this May I've got it like hair. You can see that in my video as well that I've got it platinum blonde this time. And I've carried ombre hair for the longest period of time, because when your new hair comes, they will grow, and your blonde will like get down and all. So ombre has always been my transition phase. So I used to get blonde and then it will become ombre, then I will get colored, and then and all and all and all. This cycle has been going on since 2016 to 2019. Now like this month only, before Rakhi, now I've got my hair colored into red. So people are like, no, red suits you more and all that. I never listen to other people's opinions, trust me. But they don't know that I've always got done red only before 2016. So it is not a new color to me. So this was my hair coloring story, or hair transformation story. So this red color, actually the bummer part is that this red color actually washes off really quickly. Now it has turned into like rose gold, and then it will become again brown, because underneath that there is bleach hair. So it will again turn into like light brown and eventually fade off, because red color fades off really quickly. So you have to get it like touched up like after every month. And the most important part is that blonde, or I should say that the bleaching thing actually is so damaging. Actually I got it done red because my hair were looking so damaged because of the blonde hair color, because it's so damaging. Your hair suddenly starts becoming so dry and so lifeless. So I wanted some life on my hair. That is why I changed my hair color into a darker hair color. So if you're going for light color, you have to get it done only by getting your bleaching done. So bleaching is quite damaging to your hair, so I would highly suggest you guys to stay away from bleaching if you are like quite young, because it is damaging. It makes your hair dry, and the major volume of my hair has been lost because of bleaching. But now like I'm into process, and I like coloring my hair, because once it's like एक बारी करवा लिया तो आपको करवाते ही रहना पड़ेगा. Get into this habit, like tattoos. You get one tattoo done and then you get bored of it, and another. It becomes an obsession. So I personally believe that the things should not become an obsession. If it is like once in a while, is fine. But it's quite ironic that I'm saying that anything should not become an obsession, since hair coloring has become an obsession right now for me. But even I'm trying to sober it down, and I'm like pledging it that like 3-4 months, till 3-4 months, I'm not coloring my hair. So except my birthday, which is like in November, and maybe I will color my hair before that. So I'm actually trying to like become more sober as far as hair coloring is concerned, because even I want to like get out of this obsession, because it's not nice. Anything which turns into an obsession is not nice. Yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention, that when I got this hair color done, this red color done, actually it was globally. So in my pictures you can see that it was like from root to the tip. But since I work in a hospital, so it was like looking quite odd to me. So I got a touch up done, a black touch up done on my roots. Now like it's quite acceptable. It looks quite nice. So I got a touch up done on my roots, because it was like completely totally red from like crown portion to the root. So it actually for me carrying that color is not a problem, but for other people to digest that, it might be a problem, which is not my problem. But anyways, I do not want to become like that much awkward and all. So, and I am that much gutsy that I can carry red, blue, green color to my workplace. It's not a problem. Even though your work should I personally believe that your talent and your hard work and your sincerity should define you, rather than your external appearances like your height, your weight, your hair color, which is so superficial and dumb. So guys, that is it. That is all about my hair transformation or hair disaster, whatever you want to say, story. And please do not forget to like and subscribe me over here. And if you really like me, do like my videos and subscribe me, because I'm not earning anything from YouTube. It's just a hobby, but I would like you guys to be part of this channel. So do not forget to like and subscribe me over here. I try to be as honest as possible, because I'm that kind of person where lies actually show through my it can shine through my face. So I cannot lie. I'm that kind of a person. I'm so straightforward in my real life also. Those who know me that I am really honest. So please please do not forget to like and subscribe me. It would actually motivate me and to do more good stuff and all. So please do that. And I am also on Twitter and Snapchat, where I'm not that much active, but I'm highly active on Instagram page and my Facebook page by the same name, My Diaries 28. So you don't have to find me here and there with the different handles. It's the same handle, My Diaries 28. Just do follow me over there. Until then, do whatever you feel like doing, because if you think that hair color will add on to your personality, then go ahead and do that. If you think that hair coloring is not for you, then don't do it, yeah. Because ultimately, it's your personality, your sincerity, your values will outshine what externally you have. That is what I believe. Inner personality is always outshine whatever externally you have. So trust me, it's coming from a girl who has like colored her hair 1,000 times. Does not matter externally whatever you look like, internally you should be like really nice. So that is it, and let me get off this ugly or ill-fitted, not ugly fitted, ugly fitted, no. Let me get off this ill-fitted black shirt, because now I'm hallucinating. So I'll catch up with you next time. Bye bye.